Because, Elvis, you said they didn't say anything about no pants. So you made me go in there with my pants down to my ankles.
30 years ago, this show started. Danielle and Scary and Scotty B and I were here. Greg T was here, too.
Yeah.
Greg T is now doing a morning show down New Jersey, down the state. We're trying to get him on the air. Is he coming in?
Right now, he's ready.
Oh, call him up. Get Greg T on. Greg T definitely a major part of this show and putting us on the map. He was the street guy. He and Scotty B would go out. Scotty B was a driver.
Oh, that was fun.
That's what you did for a living. You drove Greg T.
Yeah, I had to wake him up every 45 minutes. It was great.
And he'd wake up and throw his McDonald's bags out the window.
Oh, my God.
Then Scotty would stop and go pick them up.
Yeah.
We had fights. He punched me. I jammed on the brakes when he threw something out the window, and his head hit the dashboard, and he punched me, and I got out and left him in the street.
Gosh.
These two bozos.
There needs to be a morning show confidential show that comes out. All the punching.
It was nuts. But Greg T, line 20. There he is. There's Greg T, the frat boy. Good morning, Greg.
T.
Hey!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Good morning, everybody.
I love hearing your voice right now. It sounds so great. Happy anniversary, Greg. Without you, this show would not be here, I don't think. I think you're such a major part of it, 100%. And still are.
Well, listen, I can't take all the credit,
Hold on. Here's the Greg T music. Okay, we'd hit this song here. We go, all right, let's go live. Greg T, where are you now? And he'd be on his big wheel. He'd be on his big wheel, big wheeling across the George Washington Bridge.
His big wheel tour, remember?
He had the horn. And now here we are.
I miss those days. I really do. I would do it all over again. I swear to God, I'd do it all over.
Do you remember when we used to do things like wrap them in bubble wrap and throw them off things and then put honey on them and have bees come and eat it off?
Yes. And he'd dress up like a flower and try to pollinate with bees in Central Park.
We put him in it.
We were Jackass before MTV had Jackass.
You're right.
This is true.
Remember when you used to tell us that you carried the weight of the show on your shoulders?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's you.
I wish I could go back and take those things back. I'm so sorry.
No. That was the magic of Greg T. So, people are calling up saying that, they've been listening to us since day one. Isn't that crazy? I know people still stop you on the street and say the same thing, right?
They do. It takes me back. A lot of times people will come up and go, oh, my God, Greg T, I grew up with you. I grew up with you guys. And they mention all your names and stuff. It's funny. It's just like, when everything occurred, when it started in the 90s and then the boy band craze and all the people were out in the clubs and stuff like that, we were ahead of everything. We were a part of all of that. And everybody just, they associate all that great time with us. It is such a cool moment to think back that we were a part of all of that and how the show exploded. And we went from nothing to the number one show in America, and you forget about how many people listen to us every day. It's crazy.
It's nuts. And how many times were you actually put in handcuffs while doing the show?
I was arrested 4 times on your show.
Okay, let's go through those. Okay, our favorite, of course, was when you were arrested breaking into Martha Stewart's house.
Yes, that was great.
And you really
That was number 1.
And you didn't break in. They invited you in. Let's be real.
Right.
Okay,
right.
So there was the Martha Stewart house arrest. Okay.
Yep.
And
then I got arrested in Carteret, New Jersey. You made me, Scotty B had to duct tape me to the telephone pole, and we were trying to save Ira Joe Fisher's job.
I don't remember.
I remember you being taped to a pole. Oh, my God.
Hold on. Who was Ira Joe Fisher?
He was on Channel 9.
Two, I think.
The weather guy.
Okay, but why did we... Duct taping you to a pole in the middle of a park, would that save a weather guy's job? I don't remember.
No, well, what happened was Scotty B and I chose the most traveled area of Carteret, and it was coming right off the turnpike. So we had traffic for miles on the turnpike, and I was duct taped to a pole 7 feet in the air. And then the Carteret police came and cut me down, and then took me to jail.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Scotty, did we save Ira Joe Fisher's job?
We did not. He was still fired.
Okay, all right. All right, okay, so that's 1 and 2. 3 and 4 are what?
Oh, so then we got arrested in Lake Success, Long Island. It was Freak Out Friday, and you made me run down the Long Island Expressway in my Captain America underwear.
That's right. All right, there's that one. And then, and what was your fourth? What was your fourth arrest?
Then the fourth one, oh my God, wait. Oh my God, wait.
It was McDonald's in Staten Island.
That's right. Oh my God, how can I forget that?
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Crazy.
Okay, so what? No shoes, no shirt. Okay, that was a big story.
That's right.
On Staten Island, the McDonald's, they said if you have no shoes, no shirt, there's no service. You can't come in. So what did Greg T do?
Right. Because Elvis, you said they didn't say anything about no pants. So you made me go in there with my pants down to my ankles, and I waddled on in with a hidden microphone. And there was somebody in there. I had it in my ear, like it was like one of those earbuds. And somebody ran out and flagged down a police officer from the 120 precinct. And they came flying in. But what they didn't hear was the person behind the counter said, "Are you Greg T?" So the jig was up, and we were done. So I waddled on out, but the cop grabbed me, slammed me on top of the car like 3-4 times. And Scotty B was filming the whole thing.
Yeah, there was brutality. There's definitely some police brutality going on.
Crazy.
But out of all those 4 arrests, that was the most violent, as I recall.
Yeah, because I got slammed on top of the police car like 4 times, and every time I hit, I was like, "It's a joke!" Boom! I'm Greg T. Boom!
I was scared and hiding in the car. I never got out.
God.
It was, I know, but it sounded really great hearing his head against the steel.
Yeah,
T.
it did. It made for some really good radio. Yeah, I
did it?
I miss it. I really miss it.
Do you remember when you cooked steaks on your butt with the George Foreman grill? You attached them to your butt, and then you sat on the grill, and then I ate the steaks.
Well, you know where that came from. We had a George Foreman grill,
Yeah.
and he didn't understand why they called that steak the skirt steak. I said, well, you can wear it like a skirt. So he put it on as a skirt, and he had no underwear on at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
His schlong was hanging out.
And I ate it.
Oh, no.
So he sat on the George Foreman grill until it got too hot. He took it off. It was medium rare, and Danielle ate it.
I can't believe you ate medium rare steak.
I did. Well, back in the day. Now I like it fully cooked.
What's scary?
My favorite was when you put on a football helmet and you went to a bowling alley and it was bowling with Greg T and you literally threw yourself down the lanes head first and you hit a strike. That and when you tested
It
the
was
limits
pretty
of an
cool
office
to
chair.
see what's behind all those pins back there. You never
I don't
really
know.
know. That's pretty cool.
So all of this abuse could explain why you turned out to be who you are today.
And a lot of this is online. You can watch this because my son, who is at college, sits with his friends in the dorm room and watches Greg T bits online. They love him so much. So you can actually Google this and see all the stuff he
There
did.
you go.
Yeah.
T, you need to write a book.
You should write a book,
Yeah.
T.
That's next on my agenda. You're right. That's the next thing I can do is write a book. Yeah.
That would take focusing thought, and he has never been good at doing that.
Okay.
None of us have.
No.
We're all a bunch of brain dead weirdos. But Greg, thank you. We could not let the morning go by without saying thank you, because without you, the show would not have gone as far as it did in the day, and you know that, and you always take credit for it, and that's okay. You should.
It really was the chemistry between all of us, and we all worked really hard at the chemistry to make the show, sound.
What do you mean? You drove me nuts.
That is
Well,
a
that
type
was
of chemistry.
That was part of the chemistry.
Yeah.
Greg T knew.
Explosive.
Greg T would walk out on Friday. He said, and you don't remember this. You said to me once, I know it was a successful week when Friday hits, and you told me to get my ass out and never come back again.
That's right. That's right. That's what we did. We had to poke and prod each other to get the best out of each other, and it really worked. It really did work.
And Greg T was a contortionist as well. No one could physically kick themselves in the ass like Greg T, because I would tell him, kick yourself out of here, and he would kick
And
himself.
I was very talented at that. Yeah.
Somehow he got his foot to come around and swing around his butt and kick himself out.
He
the
did,
ring.
yeah.
Well, anyway, we love you, Greg T.
T, we love you.
I love you guys too.
I don't know.
love you very much.
Something tells me we're going to see more of Greg T. I don't know how.
Hey.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I beg.
We've seen him.
I'm only a phone call away.
We've seen him
Call me
naked so
right
many.
now. I'll be there tomorrow.
We've seen him naked so many times. I don't know how much more of Greg T we can see.
T, you're on a show right now, aren't you?
Are you on the
I'm
air?
about to go into the news right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Greg T delivering the news. Okay, go do that. And we love you, Greg. I'll talk to you soon.
T.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you.